I'm Leah Irving. This thought piece explores the porous learning experiences that can flow through the complex borders of campus, online, communities, and disciplines. It's about exploring possibilities for using location-based augmented reality to enable students, staff, and communities to engage with Wiradjuri culture and knowledge significant to the Wagga campus. In order to contextualise this, I'm going to begin by briefly sharing an augmented reality project I developed in 2014 that triggered Noongar place narratives in geographical locations around Perth, Western Australia. The Noongar peoples are the Indigenous Australians of the southwest of Western Australia, with country running from below Geraldton in the north to around Esperance in the south. There are 12 Noongar groups, and Whadjuk are the group belonging to the Swan River Plains, which is the area around Perth. The development of the project adhered to appropriate ethical guidelines and cultural protocols for working with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. A Noongar elder chose the appropriateness of the stories for the broader community consumption and the narrative sites. Students downloaded the free AR app onto their phone, and as they moved about the landscape, they accessed artifacts in the form of videos, audios and texts when they were within 100 metres of a GPS activation point. The pedagogical focus for this project was guided by the concept of learning in context, in that listening to Noongar stories in the context of their relevance or belonging place of the stories was more meaningful for students than by reading about or being told about a place story in a tutorial room. A location layered with cultural story becomes a context for new understandings of culture through interaction between environment, person and artefact. The Wagga campus is dominated by two hills significantly rich in Wiradjuri culture and knowledge. I belong to the Celebrating Yinjimarra Stories project team, which is part of the Wagga Wagga Campus Environmental Committee and the Yinjimarra Restoration Committee. We're working towards developing an augmented reality cultural experience on the Wagga campus. This will be designed to complement the great work that already exists in acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which Charles Sturt Wagga Wagga campus resides. A paved walk trail circles one hill and takes you past student residences. What if you knew that the hill you were walking around was a significant woman's place and it strategically looks out to Yurong, or the rock, way in the distance? Because at certain times of astrological alignment, Yurong is a very important men's place and significant cultural events took place. You knew this because you just listened to a Wiradjuri elder tell you that powerful story which you access through the AR app on your phone. If you're a student, this might be part of a subject you're studying and you might record your reflection on the spot. So what if, along with the Western perspective of our mapped campus and built environment, we had another form of mapping, one that mapped the Wiradjuri culture and knowledge through a layering of digital artefacts that could be engaged with on a daily basis? There are many possibilities for this project. Authentic activities and interactions in situ could create rich learning and assessment scenarios. A gamified version could be created for students at the proposed new primary school being built next to Wagga campus. The Wagga campus could become a place of cultural interest accessible to the broader community. We could authentically acknowledge the land of the traditional custodians and pay our respects to elders past and present on a daily basis. Learning environments could spread beyond the classroom walls for an on-campus experience that entails the whole campus.